glides along my face. Ooh. The old Bio Stick foundation, it was much creamier. I really want it to work. Please. It still doesn't look great. The problem I have with this foundation is that Hi friends, welcome to Actually Clean Beauty. My name's Joanna. On this channel, I review non-toxic makeup and show you how it wears on my 46-year-old combination skin. How do I know these products are non-toxic? Well, I read the ingredients and I don't pay attention to what the brand says. Unfortunately, a lot of times brands just lie and say, this product's clean, when it contains 4 or 5 nasty ingredients. So if you like unfiltered, unsponsored, non-greenwashed makeup reviews, keep watching. Today I am re-reviewing the Well People Supernatural Foundation Stick and retrying it with 2 new to me matte primers. One from a conventional store and one from an organic brand. They're both clean, of course. I want to see if I can get this foundation stick to work because it's clean, reasonably priced, and I love stick foundations and I really want one. I want one that works. So let's get into the wear test. Now, can I get this affordable, clean stick foundation to work with this on my combination skin with visible pores on my nose? I'm gonna try it with these 2 matte primers that I've never tried it with before. On one side, I'm gonna do this Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Primer Stick. This is new to me. And on the other side of my face, this Inika Organic Matte Perfection Primer. Now, I have used a matte primer before that has a lot of silica in it and it made my face itch. I'm hoping this doesn't do that because the second ingredient is silica, so we'll see. No, it has a thing in the middle. I have my dark green Halloween nails on. Well, they're not really Halloween nails, but they're Halloween to me because they're darker. These are linked below as well. This company makes nail glue with no BHT. You can find that in my shop as well. So let's see what this is all about. What's in the middle there? I don't really understand it, but let's see. So the first ingredient in this primer is caprylic triglycerides, and I'm hoping that it works well with this foundation because the first ingredient in this is also caprylic triglycerides. I'm gonna put this half my face. Let's see, so here's my pores now. Let's see if it actually does anything, like immediately. Okay, oh, here. It does actually look smoother, well, and matter. So look on this side, it's like matte and shiny. So see any difference in my pores? I think I do. So that's impressive right away because this doesn't have like stellar reviews, it has okay reviews. Like they're mixed. So that's good to see, okay. You can see on my chin too, that's with the primer and that's without the primer. It feels like the second ingredient is silica. It feels like, you know, like silicone, but I'm glad they're not using bad silicones. But yeah, my finger like glides along my face. On this side, let's use the Inika Matte Perfection Primer. I do like. I've been really loving these aloe-based primers. It's, ooh. I guess it was dried a little bit. Oh, it like shot over there. Okay. Put this on. So yes, the first ingredient in this one is aloe. And I do like this one. Keeps my face more matte without drying it out or anything because I have combo skin, not just oily skin. Just get dry in some places. So I think this side of my face does look more matte, which I would expect for a primer with the second ingredient being silica. So yes, here's the Inika Organic Matte Perfection Primer. Still a tiny bit of glow. And here's the Milk Makeup Pore Stick. Let's see how this goes on both sides. I have done a short wear test on this foundation. I tried it with only one primer. It was the mattifying primer that I think makes my face itch. Okay. I just love stick foundations because there's like no mess. It's easy to put on, you know. Okay, I'm gonna use my Jenny Patinkin complexion brush. Blend this. And I said this in the other video, I do feel like this Well People stick foundation is kind of like a cream to powder. The old Bio Stick foundation was much creamier in my opinion. And you're supposed to be able to use it as a concealer as well, which I might do after I apply my eyeshadow. Okay. The problem I have with this foundation is that it sticks into my pores and breaks up on my nose at the 4-hour mark or something. Okay, that's okay. Just kind of light coverage. I'm just gonna kind of straight up put this under my eyes right now because I want that. So here's its foundation. No foundation. And let's put it on the Anika Organic Matte Perfection Primer side. I just love the ease of a stick and I really want it to work. Please work. Blend. I want to even it out a little bit in this area. I want some more coverage to in my chin area to even things out. I feel like I didn't put as much on this side, so I applied a little bit more. I'm tapping and I'm doing a little more tapping this time. Tapping and kind of buffing. Okay, so I think this is pretty good coverage. Here is the Milk Makeup primer side. And here's the Anika Organic primer side. And yes, it is already settling under my eyes, but that's normal. So I'm just gonna do that. I am going to apply my eyeshadow and then come back and apply it as concealer. By the way, this is shade, it looks like 14 Fair Neutral. So I just looked at myself in another mirror and I'm like, I do not have enough coverage for my liking. So I'm gonna use this older, stiffer brush, try to get more product on it. And sometimes when I apply concealer over powder, it sticks a little better where I need it to stick. So let's see if I can do this. Oof. I got it on the wrong spot, y'all, but that's okay. This is not, if you have dark circles, you know, this is not a full coverage concealer. I would not say that. It seems like light coverage almost to me. Did not really get it in the right spot. I don't know why it's so hard to cover my eye bags with this, but maybe don't use this Well People foundation stick for your eye bags. I wouldn't do it again. Ugh, I feel like I just kind of ruined it, but oh well. I don't know. I don't think that's much better, but it might be. It might look like it right now in this lighting. We'll see, y'all. So far, I'm not impressed, but we'll see how it works on the rest of my face. I am gonna use this Anika Organic setting powder. It's translucent. A little more settling here. And a tad settling there. Let's see. So far, my pores look okay. I don't think it's settling into the pores yet. Then this side, the Anika side, maybe a little settling into the pores. Yeah, maybe. So we'll see. Milk Makeup Primer, Anika Matte Perfection Primer. Okay, so this is the natural light. So this is the best natural light I could find in my backyard. You guys, unfortunately, this is not doing what I want it to do. It's sinking a lot still, and it's sinking into my pores again on both sides. I don't know what they do to certain foundations to make them just sink into pores, and some foundations just don't. Is there a magic ingredient that some of them are using to make them not sink into pores? Because just use that ingredient, please. But yeah, look, so here's the Milk Makeup side. And here's the Anika Organic Matte Perfection Primer side. And here's Head On. I just put this on like an hour ago, not even. Here's my chin. It's also making my skin look crackly. And yeah, I did put a lot on, but other foundations I can put a lot on and it won't do that. And just so you know, I am using my phone's back camera, so you're not getting any filter or anything like that, obviously. I would prefer to filter this, but I'm not. So I am going to just wipe away this because I don't want to walk around all day with it like that. I might go and use a brush and do it more. Yeah, unfortunate. I forgot setting spray. Let me see if that helps the dry crackliness. Put a lot on. Let's see if that worked. Let's go close up here. Okay, this is the Milk Makeup Primer side. And the Anika Organic Matte Perfection Primer side. And straight on. Okay, so it's been almost 8 hours and I'm not a huge fan of this foundation. So it has broken up on my nose because that's where I get oily. Also, it's broken up on my chin. It's kind of like starting to disappear from my nose and it's gathering more. It's just halfway to a hot mess. Let's zoom in here and I can show you more. So this is gross, like around my nose there, ew. It is looking, I guess, better around my pores right now. This is the Milk Makeup Primer side. And this is the Anika Organic Primer side. And here on my chin. And here's straight on. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I need to try with an oil primer. Maybe it would look better that way. Because I couldn't get this foundation to work until I tried it with an oil-based primer. Maybe I'll try that next. I am using the Mahalo Indigo Balm today as my primer. This is the oil balm primer that I love to use if I'm gonna try to use an oil primer. This stuff is amazing. It's expensive. It's the most expensive product I own, but it's so good. I use it as my nighttime moisturizer. It's really, really nice. It calms my skin, it doesn't clog my pores, and I feel like it plumps up my skin. A little bit goes a long way. And this is the primer that I use with the Axiology foundation that I feel like made it really work for me. So yes, it's like a multi-use product basically. You can use it as your makeup primer as well. I like to use it underneath a lot of oil-based foundations. Let's give this another try. With the oil balm as my primer, I feel like the foundation looks a lot better. It still doesn't look great in my opinion. It's not sticking into my pores as much, but it still is a bit, and it's still showing texture. Granted, not as much, but if you have skin like mine, or really skin of any kind that's not really oily, I would definitely recommend using an oil-based primer with this. And this may only work with people who have oily skin. I just feel like it just shows too much texture, even on oily skin parts. Let's zoom in here. And this is right after applying. This time I applied the Morph Corrector in Blossom 01 before I applied it as concealer under my eyes, and that made a big difference for me. I don't feel like it gives me nearly enough coverage that I need under my eyes, and it creases too much. Okay y'all, just for kicks, I tried it with 2 different primers today. On this side, I used the OG SPF primer, which works under most foundations for me. On this side, I used the Anika Radiant Glow, which I like a lot too, and works under a lot of different foundations. Still have a lot of texture showing and some pores. I'm gonna take a closer look and see which side might look better. I just applied it. This is the Anika Radiant Glow side. And this is the OG SPF primer side. Granted, Granted, yes, I am applying more. If I only apply to get light to medium coverage, I feel like it looks blotchy and it's not like the coverage isn't seamless, you know what I mean? I am liking it with the Morph color corrector in Blossom underneath under my eyes, but again, it's mostly the color corrector doing the bulk of the work there. So I don't know, y'all. We need to find a clean stick foundation that works. I'm just kind of had it with this foundation. I just feel like it has so much potential, but it just is a miss for me, unfortunately. It clings to dry spots, but then it breaks up in oily spots. So it's like, I don't think this will work good with people with oily skin or dry skin. So I don't know, because I have both in different areas. I don't know. If you have had a good experience with this foundation, please leave a comment below. I want to know what type of skin you have, what type of primer, what type of skincare you use. I want to know who this works for. I want to know. But yeah, I am still on the hunt for a good clean stick foundation. I've tried it with 3 or 4 different primers now and it still doesn't work, so keep on trucking. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Everything I've used in this video and mentioned is going to be linked down below. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below or send me an email at actuallycleanfriends@gmail.com. See you in a new video soon, and have a great day. Bye!